Welcome to the tape deck where we focus here solely on the golden era of hip hop. That's right, 90s hip hop. We're going to get into the music, we're going to get into the fashion, and we're going to get into the culture. We are not just your hosts, we are your new 90s family. I'm Money Carson.
And I'm Jay Cash Only. And we're going to jump into the Tribe Called Quest, one of my favorites. So we're going to jump into this thing, man, and drop some facts, some opinions, and, kind of do the damn thing, man, with Money Carson. So let it ring.
Let's get into these stats, man. Off the rip, Tribe Called Quest, Q-Tip, Phife Dawg, and what's the other homie's name?
Cherobi.
Yeah.
Ali Shaheed Muhammad.
Off the rip, bro. Grammy nominated 97 and in 97 again for both albums, Beats, Rhymes, and Life, and Once Again. When did they drop? When did they come out? When did the Tribe Called Quest come out?
They actually came out in 1990, actually 89, 91 with Instinctive Beats, Rhymes, and Travels. And they had Push It Along, Benita Applebone, which was the biggest single on that joint.
I remember that record.
Very good album. But the Jungle Brothers and De La Soul kind of, brought them to the forefront with the native tongue movement.
Got you. The Low End Theory.
Low End Theory came out in 1991.
91, right. Yeah,
Definitely
Hard Body. What about their singles?
On that, the biggest single was Check the Rhyme. My favorite singles off of those was Scenario, which was the second biggest.
Here we go, yo.
And then we had actually had a lot of singles, man. They dropped EPs. They had Butter, and they had Jazz and Bugging Out. And they were all Hard Body. I think the Check the Rhyme and the Scenario remix were the ones that went platinum.
Scenario is the one I remember the most being in the forefront because my older cousins used to sing that, watch that video and all of that. So I was on that record heavy. That was the first time I really saw who Tribe Called Quest was, who Busta Rhymes was. Like, that was my first impression of Scenario.
I think what made me love the Tribe Called Quest was they were so versatile. Like, Phife could battle rap, and Tip, he could just rap with the best of them. And Ali Shaheed Muhammad was so creative and innovating, and he was able to work with different producers and other people of different music genres, which made the Tribe Called Quest sound just so defining.
They were signed to Jive, right?
Yeah, they were with Jive, and they also Jive RCA actually, and then
RCA was an Epic.
No, they was with Jive RCA, and then they went with Epic.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end before the breakup.
Got you. Where's Q-Tip from? You know?
Q-Tip is from Queens. Actually, all three of them were from Queens.
Dope.
So I know that Phife, he used to slide off down to Staten Island, and he was coming. Would go back and forth. And him and Q-Tip, they went to grade school together. That's how they knew each other. But they didn't go to the same high school.
Got you.
Ali Shaheed Muhammad went to high school with him, and Jerobi was more so Phife's friend.
They got a Source Award, too. Didn't they? What year was that? 94?
That was 94. Yeah, they got that for electric relaxation, and they got it for the actual album of the year.
They got Group of the Year, too.
Group of the Year, yeah. Midnight Marauder.
Dope.
Yeah.
What do you think? I know you're a heavy Tribe Called Quest fan. What's your favorite album out of the ones that we just spoke about? If you had to pick one. You know how they say one's got to go, one's got to stay.
One's got
to stay, Cash Only Jay.
You know what? The Money album has to be Low End Theory.
No. You said, okay. Low End Theory. Yeah. That's your personal favorite, right?
Yes.
What do you think the world's personal favorite is?
The world's personal favorite, I believe, would be Midnight Marauders.
If you're tuned in, tell us what your favorite Tribe Called Quest is. I want to hear everybody's input. What's your favorite Tribe Called Quest album? Because R.I.P. Phife Dawg, when he passed, I saw a lot of Tribe Called Quest posted. So we should get at least a decent amount of of input on this question.
Smash the like button. Smash the like button and show us the love, man, because this show is very dope, man. You haven't seen a 90s hip hop show like this one. And we're going to like cover not just the Tribe Called Quest, but just all the big acts and, all the big shows, the big verses, the big albums, everything that my man Money Carson is going to run through.
Real quick, before we move on, right? Midnight Marauders, you said that would be the people. It's funny you said that because I just looked down at my notes, and that is the one, not the one, but that album definitely went platinum. That's their highest selling album, Midnight Marauders. So you nailed that.
I think the reason why, because even though they had bought Bob Power, it was a production guy, they bought him in. When they first came in with the Low End Theory, they were kind of adjusting. And then when they did the Midnight Marauders, man, they were just like in sync. And he brought like crossover to them, that crossover appeal. So, they capitalized on the buzz that they had going on, because they were on a couple of compilations and a couple of movie scores. Notably the Boomerang soundtrack.
Ah, got you.
Hot
Q-Tip
Sex.
was a heavy producer too, man.
Yeah.
His producer stats is off the chain.
Yeah, he did a couple of joints on their LPs, but
not just his. I mean, with a lot of people.
No. I'm just saying, like, when he was, in the group, he did only a couple. Like,
Yeah.
It's funny that he didn't do, as much as work as he's done outside of the group. Which I think that was the reason why they broke up, man, was because of creative differences and just egos.
Probably. But I know he produced heavy and wrote heavy. He produced for Janet Jackson. Mm-hmm. He produced a bunch of people. He produced for Nas. He produced for Craig Mack.
I didn't know that.
He even produced for the Beastie Boys.
Wow.
That's crazy. Spike Lee had him produce Crooklyn soundtrack.
Yeah.
He produced Special Ed, Master Ace, Buckshot. It's crazy. He was crazy.
Yeah. Yup. Crooklyn, the original Crooklyn Dodgers joint. He did do that.
Mm-hmm. Mobb Deep he produced for.
Right. Yeah, he did a couple of
he's
joints for
heavy.
them. Right.
Yep, he's heavy. Just scrolling through here, he's heavy. All right, well, let's get into these videos, man. Let's get into these videos.
Okay.
What happened?
I was just pointing to the
yeah.
Crooklyn Dodgers record that we got up here, man.
Coincidence.
Coincidence, yeah.
I don't believe in coincidence. That was supposed to be here.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be here.
Godlike.
All right, let's rock with these videos. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I love Tribe Called Quest, but I don't know them that far back. But I did do my research, but I don't know of them from my older cousins. So my first video, the first time I was like fully introduced, like I said earlier, I'm going with Scenario. Plus, it was ill how they did the fake little computer screen and all that. Like today, it looked kind of cheesed out. No disrespect, y'all legends and all of that. But back then, it looked next level. It's like, yo, what are they doing? You know what I mean? That video was ill. I remember seeing that. I remember being able to feel the energy through the video. Again, it wasn't just people rapping to be cool. It was like they looked like they had a great time shooting that. So when I was watching it as a kid, I'm like, yo, they look like they had a blast. You know what I'm saying?
They at that time when they were dropping their videos, man, their videos were like they were like parties and ciphers, and they were doing things that nobody else is doing, like really like just having fun, just getting a party crunked up. And again, my favorite video was always going to be Jazz Bugging Out, because it was a slash, like one went into the other.
Yeah.
But then you had other ones like Left My Wallet on El Segundo.
You stole my second one. That's my second one.
bad.
So I'm going two in a row.
All right, well,
is that on your list?
No, that wasn't on my list.
Okay, well, my second one is Left My Wallet in El Segundo.
Okay.
And look, I purposely made it a point to see that video, not for the record though, but for the fact that I had an older cousin named Mark who walked around singing that song nonstop. And I remember I'm at home like, I got to see this video. What is this?
Right.
What song is this? I Left My Wallet in El Segundo. So that was my number two. That was my number two. Go ahead. You
Okay.
give me your 2, and then we'll go 3 for 3.
My number 2, it featured them. It wasn't their video, so I don't know if that counts. But they were on they did a promo or cameo with De La Soul, and it was a song called Saturday, Saturdays, yeah, Saturday. And he's skating, and they dropped a couple of verses on that joint. And I like the feel because I was a skating dude back in the day too.
Gotcha.
So, that was my thing. They had the roller rink. They was having a good time. And,
Oh, they was roller skating.
Yeah, roller skating.
Got you.
And then they had a chick, Video Mahika. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. But let me just get out of that. I don't want, these guys like, yo, this dude's creepy. But Video Mahika, I gotta say her name again. But back to my second video. If that doesn't qualify, it would have to be Check the Rhyme because it was like they was having a barbecue and partying, and it's like the whole hood there, and they was just chilling, and it wasn't like no crazy sound effects. I mean, no crazy special effects or anything like that. Man, he just is out there, chilling.
Check the Rhyme. I remember Check the Rhyme. I do remember that. Like I said, that was my cousins, man. My third video is Award Tour. That record stood out to me. I love the production, so I love the video. You know what I'm saying? The way the sample broke down when that beat dropped. Doom doom. Doom, 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 doom. That's they got that off. That was my joint.
I'm gonna have to straighten you out on that one. That's Check the Rhyme.
That's what I meant. What did I say?
Well, that was mine, but I guess we can piggyback off that. Yeah, Check the Rhyme, man.
My
Minnie
bad,
Rippington sample.
Yeah, that one was hard.
My third joint was Electric Relaxation. They were in a diner. They talking about smashing out these chicks. And, I love the track and the lyrics. I mean, the first time I heard it, I was like, yo, when am I listening to? And I probably listened to that tape until it broke.
You let your tape rock till your tape pop.
Yeah, basically. And the crazy thing is with that too is my mom, who just is like, yo, that's noise. She loved the Tribe Called Quest. I had that actual tape, the Midnight Mirage tape. It broke, and she bought me the CD for Christmas. That was like
dope.
one of my best Christmas presents.
Real
that
MVP.
Year. Yeah.
Real MVP.
Yeah, she was money on that one.
Let's get into these verses, man.
Okay.
I cheated. I'm gonna be honest. I cheated because my top verses come from features too.
Okay.
So my first top verse is Phife Dawg. He had a record on Shaq's album, Where You At? Yo, Shaq, where you at? I'm over here, Phife Dawg. Yo, his verse was crazy. I'm going to tell you how funny this is, though, right? I was a young boy. I knew nobody was listening to Shaq's album. I knew that not only was they not listening to Shaq's album, but they was not listening to Phife Dawg on Shaq's album because it was Shaq's album. No knock to Phife. It was Shaq's first album ever. So I actually took his verse, put my name in it, and spit it at school. Niggas went crazy.
No, one of them.
Yo, no, it happened one time, and that was when I didn't want to be a rapper. I wasn't trying to be no rapper. I was just being funny, seeing if I could get it off, and it worked. I had no aspiration of being a rapper back then, but his verse was tough. He said he came in slick, something like, it's a Phife and Shaq mission, plus Shaheed got the goods, making rub daddy jams that go harder than wood, make you pull through, butterfly, Armstrong, Phife Dawg and Shaq, man, this is how we do. Funky renditions, there's no competition, rip MCs apart as if the group was new edition. He was bugging out, make MCs hush, stop, look and listen. It's hard to comprehend when they was meant to unfinished, he was bugging. Fall from an amateur, microphone damager, and your whole career, beat down your stamina, never was a herb, kick you to the curb. Yo, if he was bodying that joint on Shaq's album, I ain't gonna hold you. So that's gonna be my first one. That's my first favorite verse from Phife.
My first favorite verse would be going back to Electric Relaxation, the opening joint, Q-Tip. Honey, check it out. You got me mesmerized with your big ass and your fat ass thighs. Street poetry is my everyday. Something around the way. Like, I'm not as well versed with you with the verses, but
Yeah.
any of y'all listening out there, y'all know what it is. Y'all probably like, yo, this dude chopped this up, but y'all know.
As long as they know what song we talking about, we good. We
But
good.
yeah, that's my favorite one, man. That's my first favorite one is that Electric Relaxation.
Got you.
Yeah.
My second one, again, cheat. It's a feature. I spoke on this in another show, but I gotta bring it up because I love the verse. Drink Away the Pain. Q-Tip's verse on Drink Away the Pain was, to me, the best verse I ever heard him spit when he was doing a clothing line joint. So if you missed the last one, if you missed our last show, and you ain't got to go back to hear the verse, I'm going to give it to you now. He said, Tommy Hill was my nigga, and others couldn't figure how me and Hill figure used to move through the vigor. Had a certain ways to play on Make These Seven Figures, said a chick was coming through on Fashion Avenue on Tuesday at 2. Now we got to form the crew of motherfuckers who ain't going out like suckers told me call cannot. And all my other brothers, I call my nigga Walker, who was the smoothest talker. Yo, he bodied that joint. He used all the clothing lines as people, and he made this big plot, and the plot got foiled at the end, and he bodied it, man. That whole record is dope, but that's gonna be my second verse from Q-Tip.
Yeah, Q-Tip, man. He was just like, yo, he could make up anything, man, and make it believable, and he like it sit in your mind. So that was one of my favorites, but I did not choose that. My
Good.
second joint, is when Fife came up with what's the name of the joint?
What you talking about?
It's on classic example of a date rape. Again, I don't want y'all to think I'm creepy, man, because it's like, yo, rape, and no, it's just a song.
Just a song.
He was like, yeah, running that game like my main Scott Skiles or you had it Magic or even Karl Malone. Da, 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 da. It's time to boom. So, he's saying all this like crazy stuff, getting at this chick ready to do his thing, man. He's trying to avoid a date rape. Again, I'm trying to be money here without, y'all looking at me as a scrape dude. So,
all right, so we're going to get into my third verse. My third favorite verse goes to Q-Tip again on Award Tour. He caught that. He bodied that. And, of course, that's the iconic do that, do that, do that. Come on, do that, do that. Check this out, too, right? His first line, he say, what he say? People give you ears, so I be sublime. It's enjoyable to know you in the concubine. You know what a concubine is?
yeah, I've never heard of it.
Exactly. A concubine is pretty much a smash partner, a smash buddy. It's y'all just rocking out. I learned that through the Larry David show. But
wow.
look, he was ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's enjoyable to know you, and I know that's not your wife, and I know that's not your girl. It's just this joint you smashing. So it's enjoyable to know you both still. That was kind of ill to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Plus, like I said, do that, that. That's legendary right there. Who does that?
Right.
What's your third?
Clever. Lyrics to go. And this is a Fife joint. He basically was like talking about the pause and the hold up, what was going on between Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders, because there was a pause and a pushback. So he said, I know it's been 2 years, but their tribe is never fallen. And he said, we're the tribe singing, but that's not my calling. You know what I mean? Right. So it was like a lot of rumors that they were having tiffs between each other, but what it came down to was Fife he had diabetes, so they didn't really understand it. Q-Tip was empathetic about it because he was like, yo, man, we're missing out on shows and money, and you're always sick and your weight is fluctuating. They just thought he was
not taking care of himself. I saw that on the what's the show? It's like the documentary on Beach Rhymes and Light, right? Yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
So he dropped that verse. It was clever.
Dope.
It was one of my favorites, and I like the Minnie Rippington sample.
Minnie, you can't go wrong with Minnie.
Yeah.
Shout out Miss Rippington. Yes. Check it out. You know what I forgot? I forgot to hit a couple numbers though on them other the other categories, these singles. So
Okay.
in '94, that award tour, since I said that was my last verse, that spent 18 weeks on the charts. I think it peaked at 47,
Wow.
top 100. You top 100, you lit.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. I remember when they dropped that single, and that was hot. They had the video. The video was on all rotation. Basement. The Philly. I forget the name of the Philly video show that they used to have on, but it was like brief.
Urban Expressions?
It might have been Urban Expressions. I know it came on like late at night.
Urban Expressions. They was all over the charts though, bro.
Right.
Even Scenario, that was on the charts back in '92. I think 47, 57, somewhere around there. The song you talked about, Electric Relaxation,
Yeah.
that was on charts for about 16, 15, 16 weeks. There was a lot, man. There was a lot.
Yeah, they did their thing, man. At that height, which I thought the Low End Theory and the Midnight Marauders, it was like they were putting up a lot of numbers. They were like in a lot of cameos with people, and again, soundtracks and even the movies. Q-Tip was on Poetic Justice briefly, and he was on that joint with Mary J. Blige. I forget the name of that movie, but they were definitely showing up a lot. Arsenio Hall and night shows and stuff. David Letterman, all that good stuff.
Remember the song "Find a Way"? That's the one I forgot.
Oh yeah,
That was top 100 too. That was
was a
top.
killer.
That spent like 12 weeks on top 100 too.
Oh yeah, man, I have a story for that song too.
Shoot it.
Man, I remember. So we go over Philly, place called the Piccadilly. I never liked the name.
The
of that
Piccadilly.
Place. Yeah. Well, anyway.
That sounds like something terrible.
Yeah, man. I know Thursday nights was a weird night.
He said,
Past a certain hour, man. If you were caught up at the Piccadilly, man.
Scary hours.
Yeah, freaks come out at night. And,
Spooky.
yeah, well, we was up at the Piccadilly on a Friday night. Let's just get that clear. So they're playing that. They're playing Find a Way. And you know that film. Doom. 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 And I mean, I can't dance. But man, I went out there and acted like I could dance. I got up against one of them nice rump shakers, man, and
Rump shakers.
don't, 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 don't. And she was like, "You can't dance." And I was like, I can't. But I'm gonna cut it right there, though, man.
That's when you got to play the wall. You just pull her on you, and you got to play the wall.
Oh man, I was playing the wall, the floor, the picker upper. Man, I was wilding for respect.
Oh, let's go into our clothing of the '90s. Let's go into some key marquee clothing of the '90s. If you tuned in and you got some ideas of some dope clothes, brands, styles, or type, the way somebody was wearing something from the '90s, hit us up. Hit the comments. Send an email. Send a tweet. Send a DM. Send whatever. We get you on the show. We talk about you. We shout you out. You got any clothing in mind from the '90s?
You know what? In '96, I was souped up, man, because I had got myself a bear coat. It was like a down coat, puffy joint, and at that time or whatever, North Face wasn't big. I knew what it was because I was in school up in North Jersey for a minute, but that wasn't Woolridge and North Face wasn't around. Like it wasn't hard. I mean, it was hard to get to. So they had the bear coat. So that if y'all remember Bear, it was like kind of big for like one season, one winter. But yeah, that was one that I can really remember as 96, 97, where the Bear was
I got
it for a sec.
I got a style for you. So I want to say 1994/1995, but I know me and a bunch of people I know when we would wear the jean shorts that summer, we would only cuff one of the legs.
Oh.
Even hearing me say that out loud, it sounds mad corny, but it worked. It worked. We had all the holes back then. But we used to cuff one leg up once, maybe twice tops. You can't have no big cardboard box fold. It wasn't like that. Had to be real slim. I don't know if y'all did that around your way where
Nah, I
you from,
did.
but South Jersey, Philly area, that's what we did.
Yeah, I'm not from North, but I'm saying I'm from down here, so
Yeah.
I was a part of
Nah,
that.
not you. I'm talking about them. Wherever
Oh.
they at.
Oh, yeah,
wherever-
yeah.
They might be in Birmingham listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did y'all do that, man? Did y'all cuff your joints? Because we cuffed our joints. One of them, not both of them, just one of them.
Cause you looked at me, man. I thought you was talking about me, man. I'm not from Newark, and I'm not from Birmingham, so I just like, okay.
All right, what's your
talking about me.
second? What's your second?
Now, my second one would be some jewelry. Would probably be the Gucci link. I like the Gucci link and the Figaro link. Most like the Cuban link, but the Gucci link and the Figaro, that was my shot. That was the go-to.
I'm gonna match you there and come back with my second one as the herringbone.
Ooh.
Now, I know some folk would say the herringbone came from the 80s. I was introduced to the herringbone in the 90s.
Right.
I know the herringbone must have made a comeback in the 90s. So I'm riding with that in the 90s. The only downfall of the herringbone was it used to grab the hairs that you couldn't see on the back.
Yeah.
So you be chilling, talking, and just catch you out of nowhere. You looking crazy in school, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going on.
Yo, I remember my cousin, man, he wanted to be Tupac so bad. So remember in the I Get Around, he had the 2.
Yeah,
And his is like kind of husky.
yeah.
And my cousin, man, he's just a poor man's Tupac. He had these 2 little ass herringbones, man, our senior year. I'm like, yo, dude, you don't take that shit off.
My mom, I think my parents got me one for Christmas because I wanted one bad one year, and I got it. Boom. And that same hoodie, I had the Nautica maroon hoodie with the navy blue and green checkered hood part. I remember I had my herringbone on, and the class had got weak for some reason. But instead of listening to my mom, she like, yo, just leave it home. I take it, get it fixed, whoop, wop, whip. Now I had to wear it to school. I wore it to school. I knew it was loose, so I kept checking for it every now and then. Bro, I went a period without checking and went to my locker. Herringbone was gone. It must have slid off my neck. Never got it back. Broke my heart.
Oh, that's not money.
R.I.P. Herringbone. You know what I mean? What's that, 2? That's your second one.
Yeah, okay, so the third one would probably be footwear. And I say the Hirachis, man.
Hirachis.
The Chris Webber Fab Five joints. Well, I don't want to just say him, but Jalen Rose, Ray Jackson, Jimmy King, and who did I miss? Juwan Howard. Yeah. When they wore those out in the national championship, they got chipped in the chip.
Yeah, they
by
did.
Duke, but
It was nice.
Those
They
are
ain't
my
get
shots.
chipped. They lost. They ain't get chipped.
Well, I mean, we expected them to win.
We expected them to
Brothers.
win being racist.
Yeah, basically.
That's why.
Because if any of my clear people's listening, man, listen, we aren't racist, but back then it was like, yeah, the brothers got to win.
Yeah, we expected that, and they got what they got.
Yeah.
All right, my third. I've been thinking long and hard about this for the past 24 seconds. My third are going to be the super high Air Forces.
Well, okay.
Air Force Ones. I remember in the 5th grade, I had to have a pair. I had got the white with the navy blue check. That was the first ones I had. It wasn't no low top white on white. It wasn't none of that. The ones in the 90s that was popping
Yeah, I
was the
remember them.
extra high joints, the
Right.
extra high pups. You remember them? And the
Yeah.
strap hung off the back.
Yeah.
It's not the strap that's built into the sneaker, not the
Right.
mids. I'm talking about the high tops with the strap swinging. That's going to be my next one.
I got a story for that, man. I had a cousin, man. Y'all basketball players. My cousin, Brian Streeter, he was nice.
Oh, I know exactly who that is.
Yeah, so this dude, man, he wore the weirdest basketball sneakers, and he wore those as
It was
like,
heavy.
yo, and that's the thing, like, he wore them one time, and then one time he had a pair of classics, and I'm like, yo, why do you have this shit on? But Yeah, if it makes you jump higher and you shoot faster, then
Then you lit.
yeah, you that dude.
How about let's get into some shows, some film work, 90s film work. Where we going with it?
You know what? Passenger 57.
Ooh.
Pat, that was one of my favorites, man. I took this girl, bad chick. She went to Camden High, and I was happy that I had her with me, but I really got into the movie, man. She was like, she's like, and I'm like, yo, this is like the greatest, like, because Wesley Snipes is too cool. And I remember one of the parts that I loved was when the guy said, "What would you do if you were me?" And he was like, "Kill myself." Yo, and I was like, yo, this movie, like, yo, I can't believe you're like, and this movie is like so dope. So yeah, Passenger 57, that was my
He
shot.
said, Pat Wesley.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 1991 and go with New Jack City
Oh.
because Ice-T was in that movie, and that makes it more hip hop for me. That actually, I think, just right now in my mind, New Jack City prepared him for Law and Order. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I agree with you. Ice-T,
He wants to kill you so hard.
the best the best part of that movie was the song New Jack, New Jack, New Jack. That was his best, to me, that was his best song. Like,
Who, Ice-T's best song?
He
Let
was
me tell you
killing that
something.
joint.
Them boys in front of that trash can bodied that. In the city. They
Was that
killed
true?
that. I don't know who. I don't remember who that was, but they killed that.
Yeah, they was.
Money, 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 money.
It was snowing and shit. Yeah,
It was
man.
bodying that, boy. What's your second movie?
My second movie would be the Menace to Society.
That's a good one.
Menace to Society. It was crazy, man, because at that time, man, I was a wild boy, man. I was like, yo, mom, come on, man, let's go see this movie. And my mom was like, I don't think I want to like it. And I'm like, come on, mom, we're not doing nothing. Like, come on, let's go see it. And we in Pensark Mart. Place is filthy.
That's why I always went to the movies in there.
Yeah, man. So we in there, like, like anytime me and my mom hung out, like we would always do something pre. So we go in the dirty ass Mart and we get the candy.
Soft pretzels.
Yeah,
Amazing.
soft pretzels. Yeah, the Mart pretzels. And we walking around. And it's like a build up to this movie because everybody that saw it before me was like, yo, it's good. So I take my mom into this joint. And like right from the door when all the killing, the cussing, and all the carrying on was going on, my mom was like, "I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
I'll be back."
I'm leaving and I'm going to church.
Yo, as
You
soon
can
as
sit
Harold
and
got his
listen.
brains blown out, mom's was out. So,
Caught him at the light like Kane's cousin Harold.
Right.
That's it. That makes that movie hip hop too, right there.
Yeah,
Jada
man.
said that. Caught him at the light like Kane's cousin
definitely, and that I was into it. She was out, but I was into it. I was like, yo, I'll wait. I don't care. I'll sit right at this payphone and call her until she gonna get me, or I'll catch the bus.
I'm going to stay right in 1991. And I'm going to stay right here in Iceville. And I'm going to go Boys in the Hood because it had Ice Cube in it. And it don't get no more hip hop than Ice Cube on the West Coast.
Yo, that Boys in the Hood, man.
That movie upset me a little bit.
Well, my brother, he got shot, and then like a couple weeks later, I went and saw that, and that kind of it got me, emotional and misty. But it was like some real stuff, man, because what made it dope is not only was it hip hop, like Ice Cube brought the element. What I liked about it, and it always made me strive to be like a really good dad and father, is Larry Fishburne. He played
Furious
that
Styles.
part. Yeah.
Furious Styles.
Did you just call that man Larry?
Oh shit!
Yeah, you know
Yo.
you don't play that.
Yo, if y'all,
His name is Lawrence.
Lawrence, Cornbread Earl, Lawrence, any other role that no disrespect, man. I don't want you calling up
You
to this
don't play
show
that.
and being like, yo, I will strangle you.
You don't
'Cause,
play that.
Yo, I know you a bad dude, especially with the new show that you on now with Blackish. Like
Yo.
you real black on that one.
Now I don't even want to talk about the reason why I was upset with the movie. You had a real reason. Only reason I was upset with the movie is because before that movie came out, ain't nobody know nobody named Trey. I was the only dude named Trey. Ain't nobody know nobody named Trey. Did you know somebody named Trey?
Yeah.
Who?
Lemuel Redden.
How old is he? Oh wait, that's the only Trey. He's a year or two older than me. He's a couple years. He don't count. He don't count because I know him. You know anybody else?
No.
Okay, nobody knows anybody else. They're all younger than me. Every other Trey on this planet besides him is younger than me. So me and him have the right to feel the type of way. I know him. I rock with his son too. Get right sour. That's my
Okay.
boy.
Oh yeah. I forgot he do Yeah.
Yeah. So what's that? We did film. Did we do 2 or did we do 3?
We did 2.
All right, one more.
Yeah, my other one, man, was going right into the 90s, which P did the soundtrack with Spike Lee, Do the Right Thing.
That's
Hip-hop.
a great one.
Yeah.
That's anything Spike Lee do is involved in the hip hop culture. You got to count it.
Right, man.
You got to count it. I'm gonna go with super classic. Being a basketball guy, I'm gonna go with White Men Can't Jump because basketball and hip hop go hand in hand. The culture goes hand in hand. The Jordan jerseys, the Sidney Dean, I know all about you. You rather look good first and win second. All of that is culture. You know what I'm saying? Like he was out there giving dudes buckets with a flipped up brim. You know what I'm saying? He was wearing the biker shorts you was talking about.
Yeah, he was looking crazy
under his sweat shorts.
Right.
Kadeem Harrison was hilarious. And I'm going to have to listen. I don't care how y'all feel out there. I'm going to give y'all some facts from a basketball guy. If they was that ever had played one-on-one in real life back then, Billy Hoyle would have cooked him. Billy Hoyle would have cooked Sidney Dean one-on-one in real life.
I'll be honest with you, I go with that because Billy Ho, man, he ain't miss. Billy Ho was like, I think the only cat that could mess with Billy Ho is what's that guy's name? Shep.
Tom Shep. Tom Shep's the GOAT. But nah, Wesley Snipes can't beat Woody Harrelson in basketball. It's just never gonna happen.
Oh, okay. Well, I
he could cut him with his sword real good when his hairline's messed up.
He'd kick his ass.
Yeah, but he can't beat him in no basketball.
Nah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I'm going with White Men Can't Jump.
Good movie.
That about wraps him up for the day.
Yeah, so listen, man. We're gonna end it off like this, man. Thanks for supporting us. We all family here, man. We doing this 90s hip hop thing, and me and my man here, Money Carson, we want to extend ourselves to whoever and who all want to support us. Please press the like button and get us with downloads. Subscribe, and then hit our Patreon, man, and support the channel, support our brand.
Absolutely. And check this out too. Don't think because we missed something that is gone and forgotten, because we are going to be doubling back some of these episodes. You got to think, like a group like Tribe Called Quest, they've done too much to put into one small episode. So we'll be back on this topic. So if you got something to say about it, comment away. Comment on any platform that you wish or that you got access to.
Last thing, man, please check us out. Same time next week, 8 o'clock Thursday. We're going to jump into the Boot Camp Click.
Boot at the BCC and Double D in the 90 now. We lock it down. That Boot Camp Click?
Yeah, no GC.
That's the only one.
Skelter.
The original gun clappers.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're about to get out of here. Shout out the leader of the Pack Productions. Shout out to the man, the myth, the legend that makes this happen, a.k.a. everybody's favorite plug, a.k.a. Mr. 2 a.m., a.k.a. with a face too easy to trace, a.k.a. the Red Wolf. Wolf.